The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Dylan's mental break after Luna accident, a new threat looming for Elektra and Will? The Bold and the Beautiful is setting the stage for a dark psychological spiral, one that could reshape several younger character storylines in a big way. Recent episodes have turned the spotlight back onto Dylan, whose involvement in Luna Nozawa's tragic death is triggering deeper emotional fractures than anyone around her seems prepared to handle. The accident itself was horrifying, but it may only be the beginning of a much bigger crisis. With Elektra Forrester and Will Spencer unknowingly pulling closer to Dylan at the worst possible time, the show may be crafting a slow-burn story about obsession, instability, and unintended danger. Dylan's past trauma comes back to haunt her. Dylan has never fully recovered from her first traumatic encounter with Luna. What started as an innocent friendship, Dylan believing Luna was a quiet, sweet origami lover, spiraled into a nightmare. Luna's erratic breakdown left Dylan bound, gagged, and locked away in a beach house. Even after Luna's imprisonment, the emotional scars didn't fade. So when Dylan came face to face with another life-altering Luna crisis, it shattered the shaky emotional foundation she'd been trying to rebuild. The accident that changed everything. In the November 25th episode, Dylan confessed to Elektra that she was the one behind the wheel the night Luna escaped from custody. Dylan insisted the hit-and-run was completely unintentional. According to her retelling, Luna darted into the road so quickly that anyone would have hit her. Police investigators agreed, officially ruling the death an accident. But even if the law absolves Dylan, guilt doesn't let go so easily. She's spiraling, racked with remorse, fear, and confusion. Her shaking hands, erratic speech, and obsessive recounting of the accident all hint that her grip on reality is slipping. The mix of past and present trauma is proving too much for her to carry. The possibility of a dark twist. B&B loves a twist, and Dylan's storyline is primed for one. Although Dylan insists the incident was accidental, the show may eventually reveal that she recognized Luna in those last seconds, and acted out of panic, fear, or rage. Even a split-second decision could unravel the entire narrative she's telling Elektra, the police, and herself. On the other hand, if Dylan is telling the truth, her guilt-ridden unraveling may stem from the belief that she should have done more, or that her original trauma with Luna subconsciously influenced her reaction behind the wheel. Either direction leaves Dylan vulnerable to psychological collapse. Elektra's compassion could backfire, badly. Dylan turned to Elektra in her moment of crisis, seeking comfort, validation, and understanding. Elektra, who prides herself on being empathetic, stepped up immediately. She reassured Dylan, protected her emotions, and tried to steady her. But this kindness may be the trigger for a dangerous attachment. Dylan, already emotionally fragile, could begin clinging to Elektra as her only safe place. This kind of dependency, especially after trauma, can morph quickly into fixation. With Elektra rising in prominence at Forrester and deepening her connection to Will Spencer, Dylan may begin to feel threatened by any shift in Elektra's attention. And that is where things could turn volatile. Will Spencer, an innocent caught in the crossfire? Will, who already sees Elektra as a stabilizing force in his life, may find himself unintentionally drawn into Dylan's unraveling psyche. If Dylan begins idealizing Elektra, she may also begin resenting Will, or fearing Will, depending on how she interprets their bond. This could spark jealousy, obsession, or paranoia. If B&B plans to position Dylan as the next character to go off the rails, Will and Elektra could become collateral damage in the fallout. Where the story is headed. Dylan's behavior is growing increasingly unsteady. She's isolated, emotionally cracked, and clinging to the only person who listens to her. B&B may be preparing her for a full emotional breakdown, one that creates new danger around Elektra and Will. Whether through obsession, delusion, or a more active unraveling, Dylan could become the newest source of chaos in their world. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Dylan's mental break over Luna accident, Elektra and Will's new threat. The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, spoilers hint that Dylan, Sydney Bullock, may have a mental break over Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, accident. Could Dylan be Elektra Forrester, Linnea Grace, and Will Spencer's, Crew Morrow, new threat? Dylan already went through enough trauma for a lifetime when Miss Sunshine turned out to be out-of-control Luna. Although Dylan assumed Luna was a harmless origami expert, she turned out to be incredibly dangerous. Dylan feared for her life when Luna left her bound and gagged behind closed doors at the beach house. It was a horrible ordeal that Dylan will never forget, so that was reason enough for her to be on fragile ground mentally. However, the latest Luna drama just might push Dylan over the edge. In BNB's November 25th episode, Dylan confessed to running over Luna and inadvertently killing her the night she escaped from prison. The police know about Dylan's involvement and have obviously ruled what happened an accident. Dylan assured Elektra that's indeed what it was since she'd never hurt someone intentionally. Of course, it's possible a twist is brewing if Dylan lied about that. It might be interesting if it's later revealed that Dylan had time to recognize Luna and ultimately mowed her down on purpose. That said, it's also possible that Dylan was being honest and truly didn't mean to wipe Luna off the map. Luna jumped in the path of Dylan's car awfully fast, so no one can blame Dylan if she genuinely didn't have time to stop or avoid her. Dylan is clearly torn up about what happened, so where is this storyline headed? Considering Dylan's increasingly fragile mental state, could she become the show's next character to go off the rails? It's interesting that Dylan sought out Elektra for help dealing with all this. Elektra considers Dylan a friend and indeed wants to be there for her, but her kindness could set the stage for more trouble. What if Dylan becomes obsessed with Elektra or even Will? Dylan could have a mental break ahead that'll lead to chaos coming for Will and Elektra from a whole new angle. Whatever the case, Dylan clearly isn't coping well post-accident, so we'll bring you updates on any alarming news that could result. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Dylan's issues could lead to more shockers. Sister Wives, did Christine Brown just confirm the final season? Fans believe the end has arrived. For more than a decade, Sister Wives has served as one of TLC's most recognizable, emotionally charged, and culturally impactful reality series. The show began with the stated mission of educating viewers about plural marriage and demonstrating how a large, united, faith-driven family could defy stereotypes. Over 20 seasons, however, the series evolved into something far more complex, unraveling into a raw exploration of marital collapse, emotional endurance, personal empowerment, and the shifting identities of women reclaiming their lives. Now, as season 21 airs, viewers believe they may be witnessing the final chapter of this extraordinary story. A seemingly simple comment from Christine Brown has ignited a wave of speculation across the fanbase, and many believe she inadvertently confirmed that Sister Wives is ending after this season. While TLC has yet to make any official announcement, Christine's remark, combined with a long list of narrative and production indicators, has convinced a large portion of the audience that season 21 marks the true end of the Brown family's televised journey. This article takes an in-depth look at the context, the clues, the fan reactions, and the broader implications of Christine Brown's now famous comment. With over 2,500 words of full analysis, it explores whether Sister Wives is truly over and what the end of the show would mean for both viewers and the family who lived so much of their adult lives on camera. The unlikely return of season 21. When TLC announced that Sister Wives would return for a 21st season, the news landed with a mix of shock, curiosity, and confusion. Many believed season 20 already functioned as the natural endpoint for the series. Christine had divorced Kody, Janelle had emotionally and physically separated, Meri had finally stepped away from her long-strained spiritual marriage, and only Robyn remained with Kody. The plural family unit that once defined the show had entirely disintegrated. What remained was not a cohesive household but 5 separate, independent adults and dozens of grown children, all rebuilding their lives. Fans therefore assumed the show had little left to explore. After all, Sister Wives began as a look into plural marriage dynamics, not 5 solo lifestyles. Yet season 21 arrived anyway, offering a different kind of storytelling, emotional updates, reflections on the past, and glimpses into new beginnings rather than shared lives. The season's tone felt quieter, slower, and more contemplative. Instead of group gatherings and frictions between wives, episodes now feature long individual segments, personal interviews, and separate arcs with limited overlap. Viewers immediately sensed that season 21 carried the energy of an epilogue rather than a continuation. The show was no longer documenting an evolving plural marriage, it was documenting its aftermath. And that shift prepared audiences for the possibility that the show might soon reach its final destination. Christine Brown's comment, the moment that sparked cancellation rumors. During a recent episode, Christine Brown, who has long been one of the show's most candid and emotionally transparent personalities, made an offhand remark while talking to her husband, David Woolley. She commented that the two of them would be living off David's income going forward. For a few seconds, the moment passed without emphasis. But fans immediately seized on what Christine said, because if she expected income from future Sister Wives seasons, she would not frame their financial planning around David alone. Viewers quickly connected the dots. The conversation strongly implied that Christine no longer expects income from future seasons. She may already be aware filming is ending. Her household is planning for a future post-television life. The fandom exploded with discussion. Online forums, social media threads, and comment sections filled with debate and theorizing. Fan reactions included: did Christine just accidentally reveal that this is the last season? Why would she say they'll only have David's income if TLC checks were continuing? It hasn't been officially cancelled, but the writing on the wall is strong. Without the other 3 wives, what story is left? It feels like the final run. The show can't keep going much longer. Christine's comment just confirms it. Christine's words resonated because they fit perfectly into the wider pattern that has emerged over the last few seasons. Viewers who already felt the show nearing its natural conclusion saw her remark not as a slip but as a confirmation. Context matters. Why Christine's comment holds weight. Christine has always been deeply honest, even blunt, on camera. She speaks candidly about her emotions, her marriages, her fears, and her triumphs. Because of this, her casual remark felt authentic, unfiltered, and unplanned, qualities fans recognize in her. In addition, several factors make her statement more meaningful. 1. Christine is no longer tied to the family finances. During earlier seasons, all wives were part of a shared household economic structure. That financial model no longer exists. Christine's independence means the only remaining reason for her to reference income beyond her household's earning potential would have been TLC payments. Her exclusion of those payments is significant. 2. She has completed her narrative arc. Christine's storyline is one of the most complete in reality television. Leave a toxic marriage. Rebuild identity. Find love. Remarry. Begin a spiritually and emotionally fulfilling new life. There is little left for producers to explore. 3. David Woolley does not appear interested in long-term filming. Although David participates when necessary, his on-screen presence suggests he is a supportive partner, not a potential reality TV star who would carry future seasons. 4. Christine has expressed fatigue with filming emotional content. In past interviews, she discussed the emotional toll of filming arguments, reliving old wounds, and discussing painful memories. A natural desire for privacy in her new marriage likely influences her expectations for the future. Each of these factors supports the idea that Christine's remark reflected genuine expectation rather than casual phrasing. Why fans already expected the end, even before Christine spoke. Even before Christine's conversation aired, viewers widely believed the series would conclude either with season 21 or shortly thereafter. The logic behind this belief is extensive and deeply rooted in the structure, content, and emotional direction of the show in its late-stage seasons. 1. The original premise has ended. Sister Wives was built on examining plural marriage. The faith. The emotional logistics. The practical structure. The romantic dynamics. The parenting system. But the family unit is no more. Only Kody and Robyn remain in a legal and spiritual marriage. Without Sister Wives, the central narrative evaporates. 2. The wives live separate lives and do not interact on camera. Producers can only stretch individual updates so far. The heart of earlier seasons, the group dynamic, has disappeared. Modern episodes highlight the vast distances between the former spouses, both physically and emotionally. 3. Storylines have reached natural endings. Christine's remarriage. Janelle's independence. Meri's new romantic chapter. Robyn and Kody's isolation. The adult children's evolution. There are conclusions for every branch of the family tree. 4. Season 21 has the tone of a wrap-up. Episodes feel slower, more reflective, and more retrospective. Story arcs emphasize healing rather than conflict. The energy resembles the closing chapters of a memoir, not the beginning of new seasons. 5. Ratings have plateaued. The surge in viewership following Christine's departure has stabilized. Without major dramatic developments, TLC may see diminishing returns in future seasons. 6. Social media engagement has shifted. Where fans once passionately debated the wives' choices, conversations now revolve around closure, emotional processing, and future possibilities. In short, the fanbase already sensed an approaching final act. Christine's comment simply added fuel to the fire. Is season 22 possible? Realistic industry analysis. While TLC has not confirmed or denied anything, several long-term production patterns suggest that season May 21 be the final season. 1. Production days have quietly decreased. Insiders have reported lighter filming schedules, a telltale sign of winding down a series. 2. Cast contracts are reportedly near expiration. If Christine, Janelle, and Meri do not renew, the premise collapses entirely. 3. TLC has shifted promotional focus to other shows. Networks often begin easing off promotional energy when preparing to sunset a long-running title. 4. Kody and Robyn's storyline may not sustain another season. Their episodes have become repetitive cycles of blame, regret, and emotional gridlock without meaningful transformation. 5. The wives are building lives apart from the show. Each woman appears focused on individual growth rather than extended public filming. Given these factors, Season 22 is possible only if TLC believes a closure season will generate enough audience interest to justify production. But increasingly, viewers feel they are already watching that closure unfold. What a final season would look like if TLC chooses one more. If TLC does greenlight a Season 22, it would likely focus on emotional summarization rather than ongoing drama. That kind of season might feature reflections from each wife, the adult children sharing their perspectives, a retrospective of the family's journey, a final conversation between Kody and his former wives, updates on new relationships, businesses, and family milestones. But Christine's income comment suggests that she does not expect or plan for such a season. That alone intensifies the belief that season May 21st already be serving as the true finale. Why ending the show now might benefit the family and the audience. After 21 seasons, the emotional weight of the show is undeniable. Long-term reality TV exposure can be draining for anyone, but Sister Wives has pushed its participants through deeply personal territory, marriage breakdowns, financial disputes, theological crises, children's struggles, and the collapse of an entire lifestyle. Ending the show now offers several advantages. 1. Emotional closure. Christine, Janelle, and Meri finally have the space to step forward without reliving old traumas. 2. Protection for the adult children, many of whom have openly stated they do not want further airing of family conflicts. 3. Privacy for new relationships. Christine's marriage and Meri's romance may thrive better without cameras. 4. A chance for Kody and Robyn to heal away from scrutiny. Their marriage appears strained, and privacy may help them rebuild. 5. Narrative integrity. Ending a long-running series at the natural emotional stopping point preserves the legacy of what the show achieved. Spin-off potential. The story doesn't have to end completely. Even if Sister Wives ends, TLC may still explore the Brown family through limited series, special episodes, reunion events, individual spin-offs, holiday updates, biographical episodes. Christine, Meri, Janelle, and even some adult children have enough public interest to sustain smaller projects. However, the main storyline, the shared family, appears ready for its curtain call. Conclusion: did Christine Brown confirm the final season? Christine Brown did not officially announce the cancellation of the show. She did not explicitly state that Season 21 is the end. But her remark about relying only on David Woolley's income strongly indicates that she does not expect future Sister Wives paychecks. Her words, combined with the overall tone of Season 21, the production patterns, the wives' life changes, and fan observations, create a convincing picture. Sister Wives is nearing its end, and season May 21st indeed be the final chapter of the Brown family's televised story. Whether TLC makes an official announcement soon or lets the series sunset quietly, Christine's candid comment has already convinced fans that the era is ending. And for many, this feels like a natural, respectful, and emotionally satisfying moment to close the story of a family whose evolution has captured